I'm not sure I could be much more excited today because the leaks are everything I've asked for and predicted. And of course, my Lions open the NFL season with a bang. Good morning, Mario. Good morning, Switch fans. Life is good, the hair is blue, and Donkey Kong is coming for you. This is absolutely brilliant news, and it's so freaking cool because it's something I've been waiting for all generation, and it's something I have been harping on, beating the drum for, and predicting for next week's Direct. We'll get into all the details and more games that are going to show up next week. But first, what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're doing amazing. Love you all so much, and I love my Lexar play card. It would be scrumptious enough to eat if it wasn't so darn useful. With up to a terabyte of space, this is the best, fastest, safest, biggest memory card you can feed your Switch. Make sure to click the link in the description down below to check one out for yourself. They are available for a fantastic price, and every time you click the link, it helps support the channel and what I do. And what I do is hashtag trust SwitchForce. Man, oh man, have I been on this year. We've got big new leaks for next week's Direct, which hasn't been officially announced, yes, but every leaker under the big blue sun is saying it's happening, and it seems like next Wednesday is indeed the date. Now, famed bird leaker Pioro over on TwitterX.com has unleashed another swarm of Nintendo Direct leaks. And if you don't know, last Direct, Pioro called everything, including specifics that would have been ungodly impossible to know, like Elephant freaking Mario in Mario Bros. Wonder. He called Mario RPG and SNES Classic returning. He called Mario Wonder a new 2D Mario. He called basically the whole Direct, and we were like, who is this guy? How does he know? And since then, he has been right on everything. Pioro is the all leaker. Pioro is the one that just somehow gets it all. He doesn't hint. He just tells you. He doesn't suppose. He just knows. And Pioro is back at it again. So if you do not want to know some of this stuff, I understand. But I think it's far too exciting. And we don't have like visuals, right? We don't have pictures. We don't have trailers. So it's still going to be a crazy moment next week. But there's two games that he has tweeted will be there next week. And both of them are going to send fans into a tizzy. The first one I got to talk about is DK. My guy, DK. I got the green Donkey Kong Country 64, N64 in that see-through green for my 10-year-old birthday. Huge moment. I got an N64 at launch from my uncle who worked at Best Buy, but me and my brother played it way too much, so my mom returned it. Fast forward a year and a half, and it's my 10-year-old birthday, and I get the N64 back, and I get DK64, and I get Ocarina of Time as my two games. Dude, I was living the life. So awesome. Nintendo cemented in my soul, if it wasn't already by my NES, my Super Nintendo. Now it was 100% with this sweet N64. And DK has continued to be one of my favorite franchises of all time. I love the Donkey Kong Country games. They were challenging for me as a kid, and I loved mastering them as an adult. Tropical Freeze is amazing. DK Returns is super good, and we've seen ports of those games, but nothing new on Switch. Finally the time, and I predicted this because I know Nintendo wants to emphasize DK. They've got the DK section of their Japan Universal Studios park opening spring next year. They've got the DK section of their Florida park getting ready to be opened in 2025, I think. And DK was a big feature in the movie with Seth Rogen as the voice. Miyamoto has said he wants to get DK more exposure, and Piero tweeted a gif of DK, meaning DK is going to be one of, if not the big games at Nintendo's next Direct presentation, and a new DK game for Switch before the generation says sayonara will be sweet. Now, I don't expect this DK game to release this year at all. I think this is going to be a spring 2024 title, and will probably release around March, April, May. One of those 3 months is my best guess. There's been a lot of hooting and hollering over, is it 2D? Is it 3D? It seems like based on hiring patterns and which team we think is working on this game, it is going to be a 2D DK game. But that doesn't mean it cannot be without unique twists and turns and maybe a few gimmicks here or there. Mario Wonder is a 2D platformer. I don't think DK will just copy it, but with monkeys. I think DK will incorporate something different. We saw Kirby take a massive twist in an awesome new direction by opening up to 3D. Although not like, I mean, it is real 3D, but it's like a perspective-y switch, right? It's still Kirby, but they managed to make things far more interesting. And I wonder if there's something they can do like that with DK. Adjusting perspective, going 2.5D, I don't know, just a way to make the game more deep but not necessarily a full 3D like collectathon DK64. And frankly, I do not want DK64. I think that game was very long in the tooth, and I don't think that type of title works today. I would like to see a tight platformer because Tropical Freeze was so freaking amazing, and I'd love to see where they can innovate there. If Mario Wonder is this crazy, what could they do with DK? And what new gameplay ideas can they bring? I think the biggest need, though, is a return to Kremlings. We need K. Rool, we need the Kremlings, we need crocodiles, alligators, and all sorts of big teeth creatures ready to bonanza it up with Diddy, Dixie, DK, Cranky, and whoever else. I hope this is a return to classic era designs, but future era gameplay. And I think it will be the biggest DK game of all time. Remember, there has not been a Switch DK game. Tropical Freeze, you might think of it as one, but that's a Wii U game that unfortunately undersold on the last platform and was ported over to try and make up the difference and also increase the price. This DK will be full price, and I think it's going to be fantastic. It's my most anticipated Switch game, and it's going to be real. I know we don't have confirmation, but Pyoro, man. Pyoro is basically the little bird on Miyamoto's shoulder, and he's like, and then he comes over here and he's like, squaw, and then we know about it. So when he tweets something as weird as this, we all listen, because his next tweet is much more cryptic. At the same time, though, it's obvious as all heck. Let's just say fans of a certain MATLAB function will be happy with the upcoming Direct. F-Zero, baby. F-Zero is a MATLAB function, and F-Zero is on the docket for the next Direct. Now, is it going to be something for Switch Online, a new game, a GameCube remaster? Pyoro says it's not Switch Online, so most likely this is going to be the F-Zero GX remaster we've heard rumored for a while now. Nate Drake teased this a while ago, and the original tease of this was Silex Hunter. Silex Hunter has been quiet for a while. This was the Samus Hunter opponent. That era was quite the debacle. But Silex Hunter was actually interviewed on SwitchForce for his world exclusive interview, and we got a world exclusive tease from him, which was in binary, and people translated it to be a phrase from a song in F-Zero, and that was the tease of F-Zero GX, which now is being teased by Pyoro coming next week. And in fine fashion, Silex Hunter actually replied to Pyoro with a nice handshake, muscle, confirmation that this is the time. And it gives me goosebumps and chills because it's a SwitchForce exclusive. It originated here, and now we're to the point where it's going to be realized. This tells me that F-Zero GX is most assuredly the GameCube remaster being announced at this Direct. And while I don't think it precludes Metroid being there, like absolutely not being there, the way this is shaping up with DK and with F-Zero GX tells me that maybe Metroid 2 and 3 and maybe Metroid Prime 4 are not happening at this Direct. I know that'd be a major bummer, and we'll wait and see. Maybe Pyoro tweets out a Samus gif tonight and I come back with another video and I'm literally sweating in hype. But I predicted that Metroid would be saved for next year's Direct, and I'm wondering if that ends up being the case. If Donkey Kong can carry as sort of the big unexpected first-party announcement, if F-Zero GX takes the GameCube slot, as we've seen lately, one of those per Direct with Pikmin and with Metroid Prime Remastered, maybe we do get more Mario RPG, more Peach, more Luigi's Mansion, third-party support, indie support, and a surprise here or there, but perhaps Metroid Prime 4 is going to be saved for either the Game Awards or next year's anticipated February Direct. Just putting it out there, this is not a guarantee. This is my own prediction, my own thoughts. But we do know that F-Zero and DK are going to be there next week. And I guess there's a 1% chance that they're not. But Pyoro has not given us any reason to distrust him yet. He's been correct on all fronts, 100%, with specifics of things like the caterpillar and the elephant from Mario Wonder and Daisy being playable. Things that there's no way you could know unless you really knew. Elephant Mario is not on anyone's bingo board, believe you me. But DK, are you hyped for DK to come to Switch for the first time? Of all the characters, the legendary individuals not named Pit or Star Fox, DK is the one that has been left out of this generation. What is going on with the poor monkey? My simian sweetheart is about to shine. I'm so freaking pumped. You know I'll be streaming the Direct as soon as it's announced. We'll get that all locked in. Probably going to be Wednesday early morning. But in the meantime, everybody, let me know what you think about F-Zero and DK, two beloved fan franchises that have not had hardly anything as of late. Hardly anything in the last decade. And it seems like they're both due to return next week in a fine, fiery fashion on the freaking Nintendo Switch with amazing entries and an awesome, awesome reveal. Let me know your take, which one you're more excited for. DK for me, if it's F-Zero for you, I understand. And this is just 2 pieces of the Direct puzzle. I expect there to be even more. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. And until next time, love you lots. SwitchForce out.